Gather around, children. Today's story is about a spoiled princess who doesn't understand the difference between good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Meryl Streep, the acclaimed star of Mamma Mia, was sure that her pal Hillary Clinton was going to be the first woman president of the United States. She campaigned for Clinton fiercely and tirelessly. Her passion was evident at the DNC National Convention. She bellowed to convention attendees, "You're going to make history again in November, because Hillary Clinton will be our first woman president, and she will be a great president, and she will be the first in a long line of women and men who serve with grit and grace." Streep enjoyed an upward emotional spiral during the election campaign, and then Clinton lost. Streep quickly descended into a nightmarish, downward emotional spiral. She couldn't believe what had happened. She became frustrated. She became angry. She blamed white Americans for the loss, and her rage and disappointment boiled over on the night of the 2017 Golden Globe ceremony, at which time she stumbled onto a stage at the Beverly Hilton and delivered a hateful, incoherent rant to the American people. Clinton had spent her campaign denouncing the majority of white Americans as being deplorable, so now Streep was going to carry on that message even though nothing was left of Clinton's failed campaign except Streep's own tears. Streep didn't care about the inappropriateness of spreading Clinton's deplorables doctrine while accepting the Cecil B. DeMille Award, which recognizes actors for their career achievements. The actress must have known that she was being honored for her work in She-Devil and Rendition, and not for her participation in a lost presidential campaign. Her fans described the speech as powerful. Really? Powerful? The speech was dishonest. The speech was muddled. The speech was not powerful. It was the standard vile rant that had run through Facebook streams on a daily basis for the last year and a half. It's the reason that Clinton turned off so many voters and lost the election. Streep was as articulate as the thugs in Chicago who repeatedly declared F Trump and F white people. I must concede, though, that I was impressed by Streep's expert mimicry of the late Margaret Dumont. She got the woman's manner exactly right, the exaggerated poshness, the laughable self-seriousness, and the harsh brittleness. I closed my eyes and it felt as if Miss Dumont had been resurrected from the dead. It gave me goosebumps. I expected Donald Trump to come on stage with grease paint mustache, bobbing eyebrows, and loping walk, and proceed to barrage this high society snob with insults. Bravo, Miss Streep, you are a true actress. If you could manage more performances like this, you will no longer be regarded as the poor man's Glenn Close. A young woman with a safety pin as her Facebook icon told me that I was wrong to believe that Streep's speech was anti-white. I pride myself on being open-minded. I will never hesitate to consider an alternative perspective. So yes, I took a second look at Streep's speech, and I examined it more closely than I did the first time. The more times that I pored through the transcript of the speech, the more I saw the speech for the gibberish that it was. It is not possible for a rational person to make sense of a speech as witless and random as this one. I am most struck by Streep making the point that Hollywood couldn't make movies without outsiders and foreigners. She stated with great emphasis, "If you kick them all out, you'll have nothing to watch but football and mixed martial arts, which are not the arts." I get it, I think. Evil, shallow white Americans have no souls, which makes them incapable of producing art for themselves. Our privilege has made us so fat, boring, and lazy that we have become an uncreative populace. We need outsiders and foreigners to bring beauty, passion, and substance into our lives. I know that we have foreigners that work on Hollywood productions. At one point, Streep drew attention to a dark-skinned woman in the audience. It was Ruth Negga, an Ethiopian-Irish actress who has been nominated for her performance in Loving. I thought that Streep was about to tell us that efforts were underway by INS to deport Nega. But no, that's not happening. So, I don't understand the reason that Streep suggested that foreigners like Nega are at risk of being kicked out of the country. She said that foreigners belong to one of the most vilified segments in American society right now. Who in American society is vilifying Nega? I am even more confused who Streep considers to be an outsider. She gave a few examples of outsiders. She said Viola Davis was born in a sharecropper's cabin in South Carolina, came up in Central Falls, Rhode Island. Sarah Paulson was born in Florida, raised by a single mom in Brooklyn. Sarah Jessica Parker was one of 7 or 8 kids from Ohio. What exactly classifies these women as outsiders? Income, birthplace, parentage, family size, skin color, sex, sexual preference? It is odd for Streep to imagine that left to their own devices, white Americans would have nothing for entertainment except football and mixed martial arts. Has she ever seen these sports? Mixed martial art champions are mostly from foreign countries. Recent champions have come from Japan, Brazil, and Mexico. Gene Hackman gave a humble and dignified speech when he received the Cecil B. DeMille Award in 2003.
And see a double feature. I would sit in that movie house, the screen would light up, and I'd be transported to darkest Africa and swing from the trees with Johnny Weissmuller, dive to the depths of the ocean with Ray Milland and John Wayne, ride the Santa Fe Trail, or fly wingman with Errol Flynn, or walk side by side with my favorite, James Cagney.
His speech was personal and relevant. It is a far more moving speech than Streep's nasty and strident tirade. Nothing is more annoying than Hollywood's unintelligentsia. Do they really care about those people less fortunate than themselves? The exorbitant salary demands of movie stars make every other man, woman, and child around them poorer. We need a wage cap on movie star salaries. Every American citizen deserves to have an equal voice in how our country is run. Elitist Hollywood actors do not have the right to monopolize the microphone and blast out their shrill voices across the nation. That is not their place. Hollywood is not the fourth branch of government. If Streep wants to make political speeches on television, let her give up her acting career and run for office. I thank you for watching. Please click the like button below and subscribe to my channel.